Here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But you're down. Let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Pass complete here to Sanders. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56. You don't want this. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
56 to Mike. 56. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 180!
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Garoppolo looks to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but September 10th.
You get a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Garoppolo now. This is Coleman with a grab. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They will run again with Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Garoppolo. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb, I don't get to take off. A hater get up, I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they pay, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I got can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in it. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian, blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
close to popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history, I'm this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Hey, no, easy.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Cousins gives way to Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down. It's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Alert!
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Bill. And that's caught inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fifth. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Cousins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hurry!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
55, my God, 55.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, wide open, complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 94 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
To Hunt!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Play fake, Cousins. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And barely able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield going right back to Beckham here, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Wide, get wide. Slam, slam, slam. Regular. Hey, Delta.
And again, it's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's just me and you. Watch the
alert, 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 alert.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, zoom. Right there.
4th down, Mayfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Cook. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Play action now, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Bailey's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Let's make these. Hey, wahoo! Let's make these babies.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, I said
working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's caught by Treadwell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They run, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Cousins now. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Browns take over. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 54, come on. Hey, check, check, watch 54, watch the hey, exit. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. My touch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Watch the run, watch the run. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Now Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Now Mayfield on fourth down. Over the middle to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Hurry, hurry! 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run. They're running it.
Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
off the hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama. And I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Check right, check right. 26. 53 to
on 1st and 10, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
To throw again on second down. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 40 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And oh, that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
On the return is Jones.
Come on, fellas.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After 1, it's 9-0. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On first down, Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from the 20. And the Texans push further out in front. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Check 15, check 15. Hurry!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Under pressure pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Watson being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, they'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey! Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get him. Hey, alert! Alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
180! Check 41. Ricky.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Fairbairn able to put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. At about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack on first down, Watson flushed out right. Open man is QT, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield is going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Carter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson trying to lay one up deep. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Flush to his right. He finds Hopkins complete. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 47 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Hurry.
It's a party now. 41.
Hey, alert 33.
You.
Hurry.
41's coming. 41's a Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Hurry.
All day, every day, any day. Mike 41.
Pistol.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check.
Hey, Echo.
I got you, pump.
Kings.
Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Mayfield now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 45 yards. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 20.
So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On 2nd and 11 now, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry!
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 33. It's just me and you.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 46 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 20. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll make it 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you.
It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught by Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Check, 59, 59. Go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Pencil. 58, boy. 58. Zoom. My touch.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now Trubisky to throw. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Run. Let's bring it.
On second down now. It's Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the gun, Mayfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Run. Pilot, 64, weak.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He was looking for Landry that time.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken short. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hurry, hurry!
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Man, I got you. Hurry, hurry! Real.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
20. Check, 59. Hey, watch the ball.
On second down, it's Hunt. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, alert! Tighten up. Hey, alert 33.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hurry! We got motion. Back up.
They'll try and throw for it here. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
King!
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
58, boys. 58, Mike. Here we go.
And again, it's Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Big stop, G. Lock in, lock in. Slay. Protein spill.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Trubisky now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. From the 27, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Odell Beckham Jr., the 40, past the 20, and he's taken it all the way back for a return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded at the 2. Touchdown, Chicago! That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as the Bears push further out in front. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good...
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Mayfield to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long